I'm Adela Peeva. I'm film director from Bulgaria, documentary film director. I've made a lot of documentary films during the communist time and after. During the communist time, some of my films have been banned, locked for 6 and more years. And after the changes, I made my own company, and I made a lot of films together with, I have partners from Belgium, Netherlands, Germany. My films have been broadcasted all over Europe. 2 of my films, Whose Is This Song? It's about a song everybody in the Balkan countries claim it's theirs and we quarreled. And Divorce Albanian Style are the first Bulgarian films nominated for European Film Award, European Oscar. And I'm here with the film, of course. The film is called Long Live Bulgaria, the name of the film, and it is about nationalism and nationalists. Hard topic, but unfortunately very, how to say, actual in all over Europe. The film had a very, how to say, discutable fate in Bulgaria. A lot of people were for the film, but a lot also people were against. They thought that I betrayed patriotism and Bulgarian nationality. Yeah, that's it. And I'm looking forward for the screening here because I read that there will be a discussion also before and after about far right next to us. So I'm very happy to be in Sibiu. My films have been screened before, like Whose Is This Song, Divorce Albanian Style, but I didn't manage to come to the festival. But I have been in Sibiu. I was filming in Romania and I passed through Sibiu, and I'm happy to be back. Thank you for inviting me.
What did you learn by doing films during the communist time? During the communist time and until present, and then your last project.
Recently, there was a panorama of my films in Bulgaria, also films which I made during communist time. And some of them I have forgotten how they look like on a big screen, because we, at that time, made our films on 35 millimeters, and you could imagine that the image is quite better than now. And I saw what high quality we had, high quality our films were during the communist time. We made at that time films with 35 millimeters and also with technique like documentary films, like in feature film. So that means that I learned a lot of the profession, and that I have to make always high quality films. I'm just used to this, you know. I have made for I don't know how many years, about 20 years films in communist time, and they were all quality films, like image and like possibilities we had to make them. And after that, the changes came, and we are all from the country, Romania also, this happened, and we were left out in the streets. There were no money, there were no studios, everything was closed, and we had to find a way to survive. And but I don't complain, because if the changes didn't come, I would never made my films which I made now, films which I traveled all over the world. I collaborated with colleagues and televisions from all over the world, and so there were other possibilities. But at the beginning we started with a very low, how to say, technical quality possibilities, because all the contacts with the world, all the techniques were states, belongs to the states, and after the states collapsed. So, and I learned now, during my work as producer also, with colleagues from Europe, I learned also that I have to continue to be high quality as a technical, as a professionalist, but at the same time I had the liberty to do what I want. Yeah, that's. Freedom. I'm happy that I have lived in two periods, but anyway I had two marriages with film. One after I finished my studies, I studied in ex-Yugoslavia till the collapse of communism, and the other marriage with the film is during democracy. Both were very successful for me personally inside.
How did you get those people's trust enough for you to film them?
This is, of course, thanks to the experience I have with my documentaries. I always showed my attitude towards my characters. I don't say you are bad, you are good, you are sympathetic, you are not. I just show them my real interest to them, and that I want to show them in the best possible light, but the truth about them. So before this film, Long Live Bulgaria, I made another one, which is Searching for Spisarevsky, and it was about a Bulgarian fighter pilot during the World War II. Bulgaria was like Romania on the side of Nazi Germany, and he had to defense the sky of Sofia during the bombers of Americans. So he died because he made, people said he made suicide, a kamikaze, but it's not true. And I made a film about him, which was more discussable because I found documents that it was not a kamikaze. And there I met the nationalists, because they were the people who, for him, Spisarevsky was a hero, and nationalists, pure, he liked Bulgaria and like this. And I filmed them, and for the first time I met them, nationalists. And I was very interested in what they were young people, and why those young people who were just next to us, and we pretend they don't exist. And after I finished my film, they don't like the film because I demythologized their character, but they like themselves because I showed them. And then I decided to make a film about them, to see why, who are they, what are they doing like this. I had previous contact, they trust me. Okay, at least they trust me more than other people who have made some interviews with them. And I went and openly said, I want to make a deal with you. The deal is, if you'd like, I would like to make a film for you, about you, and I will give you the word. I'm not going to say that you are bad or good. It's up to you. And the deal is from your side that you let me closer to be with you, to be in your houses, in your families. So the deal was, we didn't sign a contract, but at the beginning they fulfilled their promise. After that they start to be more reserved, like this, but this was Bulgarian National Union, this nationalist. But as I filmed, one of the most, how to say, about General Lukov, it's the most, how to say, hard nationalist. They commemorate the death of General Lukov, who was pro-Nazi, blah, 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 but was a hero. And I filmed them 3 times I followed them 3 years. And some people nationalists from countryside are coming also, and I received an email from a nationalist organization from the countryside, a big city in Stara Zagora. This was just a big crisis about the film. What shall I do? They are not letting me. They let me to film them when they make their, how to say, manifestation and their show programs. And they said, Miss Peeva, we'll be very happy if you come to film some nationalist demonstration. And I went there, and there I made the film. Because I saw, you know, the hatred. I went to the schools because the members of this nationalist organization were very young, 14 years old, and I went to the schools, and there I saw things which I couldn't believe. The way the children, the schoolboys behave, the way the teachers, their attitude, that they think they are leaders. Such kind of boys are leaders. And this is how the film, and I stayed in this city, I went for 5-6 times. So I think this is my biggest achievement in this film, that I show that these nationalist ideas and also anti-Semite, the young boys hate Jewish, and they don't know that there is not a single Jew in the city, yeah? And they adore Hitler. And this is how I made my film, yeah. And it's, now I'm going to screen it at school, at some schools, to make discussions. But the Bulgarian National TV is my partner, and according to the contract, they have to broadcast the film. It's almost 1 year from the premiere of the film, and they do not broadcast it. They promise every time, and they will not soon do it, I'm sure. That's why I'm doing screenings with discussions, and from next month I'm going to schools with discussions.
So I have one last question about the subject. Because you said you went to Stara Zagora, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, when you have to deal with nationalist people, they're eager to show you like what they believe in. Yeah. And that's easy to film. But that's easy to film, what they want you to see. Yeah. But do you feel like you managed to go beyond that?
Actually, in the film, I think it's my achievement, although some people don't think so. That I didn't, I already said this, that I didn't show, say with finger, oh, these boys are very bad, or you're bad, you're good. It's up to the audience and to say, if you see a boy from 17 years old who shown in his website Jewish hand from crematorium like this, and he said, oh, this is a Jewish hand. As I said, I don't like them because I think I have special attitude. So that does it need that I say, oh, he's a very bad boy? I think it makes no sense. This is how I made the film. A Norwegian colleague came soon to Bulgaria. He was filming. He has made a film about the Swedish nationalists. I have also Swedish nationalists who are coming to Sofia, supporting the Bulgarian nationalists. And he came to me, screened his film. He wanted me to help him to film something. And he has made also a film the same way. We think that it's enough, that it's sufficient to show for the first time how all these ideas have deeply gone in our society, through the young, thanks to the young people also. So this is how I made the film. Yeah, I didn't make it I didn't go with a purpose. I didn't start the film with the aim, I am going to show some bad people. I'm going to show, no, I never do this. Never do this.